Pop the champagne, you're engaged. This is such an exciting time for you, one filled with anticipation, so much to look forward to in your life ahead with your partner. Today, I am going to guide you through the most important things to do once you're engaged and starting to plan your dream wedding. Hello everyone, it's Poonam here from the Maharani Diaries and welcome back to my channel, the place to be for all things Indian and South Asian wedding related. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a like and let me know in the comments after the video what you thought and what your key takeaways were. So here's what I'm going to cover in today's video. Number 1, celebrate the engagement. Number 2, start dreaming and getting inspired. Number 3, talk wedding dates. Number 4, create a guest list. Number 5, numbers talk. That is your wedding budget. Number 6, consider hiring a wedding planner. Number 7, choose and book your wedding venue and your wedding vendors. Number 8, prioritize self-care. And number 9, remember the reason. Okay, firstly, celebrating the engagement. So as soon as you're engaged, it's important to take a step back and soak it all in. Celebrate with your partner, your family, and your friends, any of your loved ones. Go out for dinner, do what makes you feel happy because this is a special time in your lives. You are really going to want to remember these moments. Now is the time to resize your engagement ring, plan an engagement party if you really want to, plan a pre-wedding photo shoot with a photographer, or simply take a seat back and enjoy the moment. The next point is starting to dream and getting inspired. This is the time when you want to start researching mostly on the internet because it's really hard to pick up a bridal magazine from the newsagent these days. So scroll through the internet, look through some search engines, social media to start getting inspiration for your wedding. There's plenty of online publications. Of course, Instagram is great, Pinterest, and even Google. Try not to spend a crazy amount of time on this though, because you could end up falling into the comparison trap, which is really unhealthy for your mental health and sanity during this period. You can start by creating a vision board, and that can simply be done via a platform such as Pinterest. Save all your ideas, pop it all in this board so that you can nail your wedding vision. No need to save thousands and thousands of images, just 50 to 100 images that reflect your style and personality. The things that really inspire you. So whether that's art or craft or books, quotes, special quotes that have some meaning to you, paintings or colors, textures. It doesn't necessarily have to be images of weddings and pretty flowers, pretty cakes, pretty dresses. I want you to really think out of the box here. If you want to know more about how to source inspiration for your wedding, there is a video for that and I will make sure to link that in the description. The next point is talking wedding dates. Choosing a wedding date can be really tricky, so it's important to just start the conversation. Many factors to consider here, and these are holiday periods, peak or off-peak season, also auspicious periods. I understand that in some cultures, such as the Asian community or South Asian communities, where there are auspicious and not so auspicious dates to consider in the calendar. So take this time to discuss it with your partner as well as your family. You will want to shortlist a few dates and I'll explain why shortly. At this point, you will want to create a timeline of the tasks that you need to get done over the next 6, 12 months, 18 months, 20 months, however many months or years you want to wait before you get married. Having a schedule will help you stay organized and keep you on track. The next point is creating a guest list. Once you've sorted out a wedding date or dates, it's time to start working on the guest list. It's important to start on this before you work on your wedding budget, before you select your wedding venue, and before you start researching wedding vendors. Why? Because it's going to dictate what you can or cannot afford. More guests means more costs. If you need to trim the guest list later, it's totally okay. This is where you'll be sure to create an A list and a B list. The B word, budget. Sit down together and figure out how much you are wanting to spend on your wedding. Be realistic and prioritize what is important to you. This way you can allocate the funds accordingly. Discuss it with each other and also have this conversation with your parents so you can figure out who is going to be contributing to what. The next point is consider hiring a wedding planner. If you are feeling absolutely overwhelmed at this point, I seriously recommend that you consider hiring a wedding planner. They can really help alleviate the stress and make sure that your wedding goes off without a hitch. A wedding planner can also help you with building the vision, creating a budget, choosing venues, referring and booking in wedding vendors for you, coordinating the wedding day or the wedding days, and so much more. Okay, next, choosing a wedding venue and booking in your vendors. Shortlist a few wedding venues because you want to avoid that disappointment if your preferred venue is not available. This is why I told you earlier when I was discussing wedding dates that you will want to shortlist a few dates. Venue and vendor selection is going to depend on the guest count as well as your budget. But it's also going to depend on the following points. Is it a local or a destination wedding? Is it going to be an indoor or an outdoor event? Will you be hosting multiple events in this space? Is the venue exclusively for you, or are other weddings and events taking place in that venue at the same time on the same day? Are they an inclusive wedding venue? Are they open to multicultural weddings? Can you have external catering? Are there restrictions? And if so, what are they? What about access for the elderly or any guests with disabilities? You will also want to take photographs and videos so that you can refer to these at any point during your wedding planning. After venue selection, it's time to start researching vendors that align with your vision and your budget. Don't be afraid to ask your venue or your wedding planner or your family for recommendations here. Once you have found the perfect wedding vendor, make sure you book them in straight away. Do not hesitate to lock in their booking because popular vendors tend to get booked out fairly quickly. Next, I want to discuss prioritizing self-care. Wedding planning can be stressful, so make sure you take care of yourselves. Set aside some time for date night or rest and relaxation. Go for a spa treatment or a pedicure. You will also want to be making sure that you are getting plenty of sleep and also keeping hydrated. There is such a thing as wedding burnout. You will also want to stay off social media whenever you can because that could increase anxiety levels. Finally, remember the reason. Remember why you are getting married in the first place. It's about celebrating your love and commitment to one another. And there you have it, 9 essential things to do when you are engaged and planning your dream wedding. Remember, it's all about enjoying the journey and creating memories that will last a lifetime. If you love this video, don't forget to give it a like. Again, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these videos and leave a comment with your key takeaways. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.